What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sax, aka Mr. With Your Princess in Another Castle, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And I got a new series today. The series is called Sightseeing and Ear Training, and in this series, let me go to the musical background. The next intro won't be as long. Sightseeing is where we try to sing something we see on paper without playing it on our instrument first. So we try to figure out what we're playing in our ears before we make the sound come out of our mouth or our instrument or whatever. And then ear training is where we try to hear something that we're listening to and try to figure out what the notes are, what the pitches are, what intervals they are before we see it on paper. In both cases, even though they're both doing the opposite of each other, they're trying to predict what's coming before they happen. And in this series is a prediction series, so I'm going to try to predict various events, whether it be um, directs or conferences or whatever, or in this case even E3. And yeah, let's get straight into it. E3 this year has been a little lackluster on the news side with since we've had leaks have been coming out more over the last few days from my previous two videos, or the two before my last one anyway. And then it's just been developers straight out releasing news, just releasing things early, just like fuck E3. You know, here's a new game, here's another new game, here's a new feature. It's just been happening. So E3 has been less than stellar, and it's pretty interesting since how it's not even the leaks that are the most shocking. It's just the fact that developers are plainly coming out. So a lot of things I'm going to talk about in this video is stuff that kind of been out for a while, I guess. But I'm also going to try to mix some of what I expect to see, or stuff I'm hoping for, you know, in my heart of hearts. So let's get into it. First thing first, I'll work my way backwards from what I'm least excited for to the most excited. So Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, in that order. Microsoft, this is going to be brief. Nothing really Microsoft can show me will make me excited. I'm not really a big Microsoft fan. It's no secret. So I'll still watch their conference and I'll still have stuff to say. But unless they drop huge bombs to me or to someone that's close to me that makes me think there's a big deal, I'm just going to be like, okay, that's fine. So not interested in Xbox. So yeah, the one thing I do want to see from Xbox is Rise of Tomb Raider. That only because I'm hoping it's not a Microsoft exclusive. That's the only reason I'm kind of even excited. And because I did like the Tomb Raider reboot. So yeah, that's it for Microsoft. As far as Sony, the Ratchet and Clank thing is fresh in my mind right now because I think that just came out a few days ago. I saw it when I was working. Saw the trailer. The game looks beautiful from what I understand of graphics. The game looks really good, and I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game due to not really having PlayStation consoles, but I've always liked their theme, the little toolbox theme, and the naming scheme too. Ratchet and Clank has always been one of those series I've liked from afar, and if I finally get an E3 this holiday season or this year, or at least sometime in the life cycle, like I actually want to, I've been wanting to for a while actually, then that's one of the games I expect to pick up. So Ratchet and Clank is fresh in my mind. It's something I want to see. I want to hear both about the movie as well as the game. Because if the game looks anything like the movie, then we got something good going. So yeah, with the Uncharted collection and the God of War 3 remaster, remake, definitive edition, whatever thing coming out, I'm expecting to hear at least a little bit of both those titles and the sequels to them. So yeah, I mean, I'm expecting, like, when they talk about the Uncharted collection, because we know they will, that they'll somehow segue into, you know, Uncharted 4 trailer, or same thing with God of War. God of War talk about how the graphics look 10x better, and then they segue into, like, here's a screenshot from God of War 4 or some shit like that, because you know that's what they do. So I expect that. Actually, I had a lot of stuff in my mind for Sony, but now I don't know. I've heard something about a PS4 version of Tearaway, and from everyone I've heard about, Tearaway is a cute little game, and it was kind of fun. So I kind of want to see something about Tearaway, PS4 version of Tearaway. I'm sad that the Vita is now considered a legacy platform for Sony. even though I wasn't a big fan of the Vita or the PSP, but that kind of sucks. Um, Street Fighter 5, I'm not really a fighter, but I have a lot of my friends who are big in the FGC fighting game community, so like their hype kind of comes off and rubs off on me a little bit. So I kind of want to see what they got in store for that, really. The Last Guardian, even though we're pretty sure it's dead, I would be flabbergasted if they surprised us with it. I don't know anything else I don't remember anything else I'm expecting to see from them in typical Sax fashion. But the stuff I would like to see that will probably not come, I would definitely be interested in seeing about a PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, long-ass title fighting game like Smash 2. I've heard the first one was fun from my friends, despite the reviews being lackluster. So, I would be interested in seeing what they do with it too. Even though I still think what PlayStation 4 is going to be 2 years old, I still think it's probably too early. But you know, it would be interesting to hear something about it. I'd also, even though again being too early, I would like to hear more about The Last of Us 2. We've heard some stuff that some voice actor or artist or something is working on Last of Us 2 or been contracted somewhere. I gotta find the screenshot. So I would like to hear something about that, since that was my favorite game. It was 2013 when it came out. It was 2013, right? Yeah, I think it was. So yeah, I'm not expecting it, but I would like to hear it. Speaking of games that will probably have some more stuff to show, I think they're going to show some more stuff about Bloodborne. That just came up to my mind thinking about Jack Moves for some reason. Jack Moves, we're going to hammer that game. He got to play it, and then he's nearly beat his second playthrough. So I expect them to talk about some DLC for that game at E3. The game actually looks fun, despite it looking also really hard as well. So yeah. Next thing. Oh, I want to hear them talk about Project Morpheus. I do. Project Morpheus, with virtual reality and the thing of all these technologies that have come into fruition between smartphones, touchscreens, smartwatches, you know, all the things. When we see them in voice commands, you know, all this new technology. When we see them on the TV, when we saw them in the sci-fi movie, we're like, oh my God, this technology, you know, it's perfect. And we need something like this, and then it comes out and it works nothing like, you know, we thinking. I feel like the same is going to be with Project Morpheus in virtual reality. You know, we think we're going to really have immersive experience, but it's not going to be there. Probably not going to be no time soon. But I still would like to hear from it and see something about it. So, yeah, I think that's all my predictions for Sony right now. Oh, that Terabox PlayStation 4 that we heard about. I think they're going to say something about it. I hope that means they're going to be a price drop for the 500 gig version, even though I would still get the terabyte one anyway, even if it was at 4. So, you know, that's it. So that's about it. I'm done with Sony now. I think I'm really done with Sony. So with Nintendo, I'm trying to keep this as short as possible as well. What I'm expecting in typical Nintendo fashion, they're going to talk more about the 3DS because the Wii U is a dead platform. And there's really nothing that they can do to wake the Wii U up from its like eternal sleep, because they brought two of the heaviest hitters on the Wii U, Mario and Smash, and the console still hasn't really truly saw the sales surge as, say, a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. With the 3DS, on the other hand, has had, even when it first started sorting sales, it wouldn't seem as many amazing exclusives that the Wii U has, and it's doing amazing. And even when those exclusive, not exclusive, but those key titles for the console slows down, the platform still does well. So no matter what, the 3DS is selling pretty good, and the Wii U is kind of slum, and then it gets a sales spike, then it kind of goes down. And that's just the Wii U. So I think they're going to spend more time on the 3DS because they want to maximize the actual good product. The thing about this 3DS is that I'm not really expecting much because I don't really care about it, because my 3DS is personally in limbo, and so I don't expect to be able to play that on. But the 3DS already has everything a Nintendo fan could really want. It has Mario, it has Zelda, it has the Pokemons, it has the Fire Emblems. It has really everything that the Wii U fans want on a Wii U. except for like Metroid and F-Zero. But it's basically the Nintendo fans' dream console. So yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm expecting them to talk a lot about the 3DS and have a lot of games. I don't know everything they could possibly show, nor do I really. I'm not really caring about it at the moment unless I finally get my 3DS back, which I'm convinced I'm not. But or maybe if I buy a new 3DS. But they're supposed to be high rewards for 3DS. That might be hype, even though I'd probably get on Wii U first. Um, so yeah, expect more time to be on the 3DS and expect a lot of amiibo time. I'm not really into amiibo, but I don't bash amiibos, and um, amiibos are apparently making money. Apparently, they're making more money than the Wii U. So yeah, the amiibos are good collectibles. I expect them to talk about some new amiibos, especially some that have to do with upcoming games like Star Fox and Yoshi's Woolly World. And I expect this leak of the FCC filings of the old amiibo, the rare ones, to come under production again, and they may start selling them again once. Yeah. For the Wii U, the games that I don't really care that they talk about, that I know they're gonna spend a lot of time on, Mario Maker and Mario Maker and Yoshi's Woolly World. Okay, I don't care about Mario Maker, but it's Mario's 35th anniversary. They're gonna talk about that a good bit. Yeah, and they're doing the Best Buy thing as well, which I may try to go and see what's up with that. Maybe, I don't know. And Woolly World looks like a good game. I'm slightly interested in it because it looks fun and it's a really cutesy game. I could imagine myself like being a thought, as some of my friends call me, and like using that and finessing a girl and who doesn't really play games, and we sit and kind of like play Woolly World because it's like a cute game. You know, girls will love it. So yeah. So everything else, I probably talk about stuff that I'm expecting to see, but I think they're not going to do right. Devil's Third and Star Fox U. I'm expecting them not to do them both right. Even though Devil's Third is not being developed by Nintendo, I feel like it's going to miss a key multiplayer feature as usual, as all the Wii U games that have came out with multiplayer have. They've missed a key multiplayer feature, whether it was online, lack of voice chat, lack of lobbies, lack of a game in Platoon's case. I feel like that's going to happen with Star Fox U and Devil's Third. I would like for them to get it right though, and we'll hope that. I hope they show Devil's Third looks like an interesting game. It's interesting how they mix hand-to-hand combat with the guns thing. So I want to see how that actually works. I hope to see more gameplay besides what they revealed then, and maybe a possible holiday release date. Same with Star Fox U. The crazy thing about Star Fox U is that they said it was supposed to be released in the first half of 2015, but they never announced that they delayed the game. Like, it just never came out, and nobody ever asked me questions. Like, I don't understand how that really happened. So I'm expecting that they'll do a holiday release on Star Fox U as well, but I would hope that they try to release it earlier, and I hope they do it right. As far as the Project Guard game and the Project Giant Robot, because of that rumor, I kind of expect to see something from Project Giant Robot. I expect that one to kind of be alive. But Project Guard might very well be dead. That might have been morphed into Star Fox U or the other game. So yeah, that. I'm excited to see what Platinum Games and Retro Studios are going to show. For Platinum, I feel like they're not going to show. I don't think they're going to show Bayonetta 3 anytime soon. That wouldn't make sense. I don't think they're going to show 1 for 1 or 1-2, but I would like for them to show it, even though I haven't picked up the original yet. But I really enjoyed the demo, so I would want them to pick up. But I would enjoy them. My phone's going off. If they picked up a sequel, that's what it is. Damn. I would like a sequel to that game, but I don't think it's going to be that either. I think it's going to be something new. We'll just have to see when they announce it. For Retro, where everyone's assuming it's going to be either Metroid or Donkey Kong. I think it's going to be either Donkey Kong or a new IP. I don't think it's going to be a Metroid. I keep saying I think Metroid's going to skip a generation, even though I wouldn't like it to. But if I'm right, I'll be right. If I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. If they show a Metroid, I will shit my pants. If they don't, I won't. If they show another Donkey Kong game, I'm going to fucking kick the door down. So yeah, I would like another Metroid game. Maybe not in the Prime series, but maybe of a different storyline. If they do a Prime for it, then it is what it is. But if they do another in the storyline, I wouldn't mind. Hopefully, it will be for Wii U. Hopefully, because we forget that both of these rumored games could be on the handhelds. So even though I don't think either developer has much handheld experience or have been known for working on Nintendo handhelds, but it's always a possibility. You never know. Now the last thing I'm expecting to see, shit, it just escaped my mind. It's crazy. The last thing I'm expecting them to do is to show something for Zelda, because in typical Nintendo fashion, I expect them to go, you know, we're not releasing Zelda in 2015, and even though we said we weren't going to talk about it, a new one's going to come up. Like, I'd be remiss if I didn't show, you know, this screenshot of Zelda or a new trailer or something. I feel like that's what's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen regardless. So yeah. And lastly, I want a Pokemon game. I really actually. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting before I get to the Pokemon. Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, and I talked about those there, but and Xenoblade Chronicles X. I feel like they're going to talk about them. They're going to talk about those guys because they already talked about them, and it's been a while since we got information on them. I feel like that the US is going to get a release date for at least Xenoblade Chronicles X. They might actually show us something about Fire Emblem X Shin Megami Tensei, because I'm not familiar with either series, but when I look at the art style from both of those series and I look at what the hell that game was, I do not know where they got this direction from. So I need them to show me what is going on in their brain about this game. So I need to figure out more about that game. And Xenoblade, I'm hyped only because my friends have this hype train rolling and I kind of just want to play it. But other than that, I'm really just like, whatever. And yeah, it's but we need to see something from those games, and I expect to see something from those games. But last but not least, what I want to see, the only thing I really want to see besides I would actually be excited to see besides a Metroid that I don't think is coming, is a Pokemon game. And the only reason why I don't think I'm gonna see a Pokemon game is we still got Pokemon Fighter somewhere, and I forgot they're gonna probably talk about that too. But I would like for that Pokemon Coliseum style game to come out, or if they do a Pokemon Battle Royale game, they go back into the roots of Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 and like really make it good, because Battle Royale wasn't. But I would prefer the RPG style Coliseum storytelling kind of game. I think that would be better overall. And yeah, that's it. I think I'm done because I've been recording for 18 minutes. That's way longer than what I wanted to go on. I've been talking about until fucking 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll have different sections in the comment section below. I guess too late to talk about this. I'll be covering E3 though, and I'll have live like reactions at each conference. And I'm gonna end the video now. You already know what the deal is. Like, comment, subscribe, send my video around, all that good shit. Your boy Sax is out. Choose.